Thank you very much, Madame Zen, Rosa, all the members of SOCAVO. Today we are going to talk about stress, depression, anxiety, role of cannabinoid on the management of pain, obesity, and skin affection. I'm Dr. Njume, a public health doctor. So let us remind the SOCAVO difference. It's not just a lifestyle, but it's a philosophy. And the supreme product that of high quality is our priority. It's a company combining science, beauty, health, performance, and several opportunities. Let me give a little bit introduction on these three substances: phytocannabinoid, synthocannabinoid, and endocannabinoid. All these are substances products. We have endocannabinoid produced by the organism, synthocannabinoid done in the lab, phytocannabinoid from plants. All these cannabinoids act on certain receptors, CB1 and CB2 receptors that are in the body, and they are acting on central nervous system, and they regulate the immune response and inflammatory response. So this slide is, we are used to this slide every day, every week. It gives us the health benefits of cannabinoids. It's very wide, health benefits of cannabinoids. And now research are continuing in all this. If you remove all these effects, antispasmodic, anti-ischemic to anti-proliferative, analgesic, and bone stimulant, you can see that all this range, all the diseases of the body are in this. So let us talk about stress. The three phases of stress. We have the alarm phases, we have the resistance phases, and the third phase is exhaustion phase. So what are the mechanisms of stress? We are going to give it very, very shortly. The causes. You can have physical aggression of physical suffering. You have psychological suffering. You have a physiological suffering, like drugs, a wound. This leads to production of stress and liberation of adrenaline and cortisol. All these substances has consequences on the body, like lack of loss of appetite with loss of weight, bad digestion leading to ulcer, problem of insomnia, increase of cardiac rhythm and blood pressure leading to hypertension, impairment regulation of immunity system, leading to certain disease, certain recurrent illness, and tumors. So, depression is also has certain manifestations and symptoms, and you can have the sentiment to feel guilty, anger, lack of human contact, loss of organ of appetite, morbid ideas, energy loss, sleeping problems, alcohol and drug abuse, dismay, lack of concentration. Those are manifestations of depression. There is an evidence that the anti-depression effect of cannabidiol and its molecular mechanism are known already. The highlight concern the study showing that CBD has a dose-dependent antidepressant-like effect. And certain mechanisms involved, including serotonergic cannabinoids and neuroplastic mechanism are known already. Clinical study continues on this. CBD is a non-psychomimetic component with opposing THC. It's important to know that because for doctors also, mechanism of action of CBD is going to interact with the neurotransmitters. It's very important. And increase of brain derived neurotropic factor also is associated. synaptogenesis is also in the cortex is associated. That is, those are mechanisms of action of CBD on the central nervous system. CBD can act also in the body in different mysterious ways, depending on the several factors, including weight, height, body mass, lifestyle. CBD interact with serotonin target receptors. CBD attached to serotonin receptors, and this reduce recaptation of serotonin and give antidepressive effect. This is important to know how the antidepressive effect is given by CBD also. So on this slide, we have the influence of diet on depression. You have the Western diet in opposition of health diet. These two diets are going to regulate to the outcome of obesity. And this situation is going to interfere with inflammation, oxidative stress, mitochondrial dysfunction, gut microbiota, neurogenesis, and epigenetic changes that are going to interfere with the outcome of depression. All these conditions increase the occurrence of depression. So anxiety will be the frequent and intense feeling of fear and imminent danger and emotional turmoil. So we have several causes: intensive shock, stress, depressive state, phobia, obsession, asthma, and drug abuse. The symptoms now are going to be nervosity and feeling of helplessness, sentiment of danger, palpitation, transpiration, and syncope. So you have advice all over for prevention. The advice, you have to talk about this and confess. You have to consult a doctor, and you have to make exercise. You have to stop coffee, alcohol, and cigarettes. You have to sleep well. You have the representation of homeostatic mechanism and the role of cannabinoid in stressful situation. This slide shows that the role of cannabinoid in stressful condition by regulatory mechanism and balance of the internal medium. This is very important. In the left, you have an imbalance lead to stress, and when the patient take cannabinoid, there is a balance of the patient, of the internal medium, and the stress is out. CBD can reduce stress and anxiety. In this, you have serotonin interfere a lot in this situation, and the result depends on the concentration of serotonin, because this CBD is going to act on the receptor of serotonin. Anxiety disorder that CBD can help are various. You have generalized anxiety, you have panic disorder, you have social anxiety disorder, you have post-traumatic stress disorder, you have obsessive compulsive disorder also. All these situations are anxiety disorder, and CBD can help for them. So activation of cannabinoid receptor inhibit the release of neurotransmitters. The endocannabinoid system play a key role in homeostasis, as we saw before, by regulation many physical processes such as inflammation and odor. CBD acts here by regulation of the body. The immune system and the auto and parasympathetic system facing a danger or any other situation. CBD fixed on the presynaptic CB2 receptor, there is a blockage of the release of chemical mediator leading to the effect of stress. This is very important because CBD is going to link for the receptor of this mediator, and there will be no reaction after stress. This is the mechanism by which CBD can help for stress situation. So you can take some CBD before undergoing a stress situation. You are going to react without any reaction. CBD increased telomerase activity and change gene expression. This is very important, the changing of genes, because of the long-term management of stress. in certain patient, you have to change gene expression and correct this gene at the level of chromosomal telomere. It's very important for the long-term management of anxiety. So the main role of cannabinoids is the treatment of pain. So the mechanism of action of cannabidiol on pain is various. It acts on the central nervous system by inhibiting the transmission of signal message, thus reducing pain. CBD has an immunosuppressive effect on some cells as microglial cells. So at the level and molecular level cells, you are going to see that the activation of receptor on the cell TRPV is CB1 receptor. Those receptors are endocannabinoid receptor. Normally, the activation of this receptor by CBD is going to reduce all these inflammatory mediators. There is thrombolytic factor, interleukin 4, 6, 12. Prostaglandin also, and this is going to leading to bursts of slow of pain, slow inflammation, decrease of inflammation, discussion of melic gain, and apoptosis and cellular death. So this is a special mechanism on a disease that is called sclerosis and plaque. Concerning the inflammation, you have various mechanisms. We are going to just to try to explain certain one concerning cannabidiol, and it had been demonstrated already this action and effect of cannabidiol: anti-inflammatory, analgesic, anxiolytic, anticonvulsivant, antiemetic, antiproliferative. We are going to see on this that this is the summary of the effect of cannabidiol on the cell and all the effect that we can have on certain diseases, stress situation, Parkinson's disease, inflammation, digestive problem also is concerned here. So here we have a slide with somebody who is on the desk, and the person has the slide shows the articulation and shows that this entourage effect of CBC, CBD, CBDV, CBG, CBN can help this patient against all this pain. So we have cannabidiol oil of Sokavu has in one pack 150 milligrams, 300 milligrams, 600 milligrams, and 1,200 milligrams. We have various tastes: coconut, cinnamon, mint, vanilla. This contains CBD, CBG, CBDV, CBN, CBC. Entourage effect is respected, and you have various indications. So, as shown by several studies around the world, with their entourage effect, the cannabinoids contained in Sokavu product play a major role in the fight against pain, inflammation, oxidation by mechanism described above. They are recommended in progressive doses to reach the optimum effective. So how to take cannabinoid? We have to know that no dosage recommendation is valid. Take into account the dosage of cannabinoid in the 300 milligrams, 600, and 1,200 milligram vial. Gradually increase the dose and access efficacy and tolerance. So the dose is not the same in any individual, the effective dose. The patient's response depends on current condition, route administration, and the concentration of cannabinoids. So let us take the 300 milligram. It's 300 milligram per 30 milliliters, 600 drops per bottle, 0.5 milligram per drops. Day 1, day 2, day 3, you can start with 15 drops, sublingual drops, or more. It depends on the way you tolerate this. Day 4, day 5, day 6, you go to 20 milligram in the evening. Day 7, day 8, day 9, day 10, and beyond, you can reach 20 milligram, 20 drops, and repeat them 2 or 3 times a day. or more. Cannabinoid oil is 600 milligrams, day 1, day 2, day 3, 7 drops in the evening. And day 4, day 5, day 6, 14 drops. And from day 7 to beyond, repeat this dose 2 or 3 times to reach the effective dose or more. And you have also cannabinoid 1,200 milligrams. You have 1,000 milligrams per 30 milliliters per bottle, 2 milligrams per drops. We can start very low, 4 drops in the evening, the first day, first to the third day. From the 4th to the 6th day, 8 drops. And 7th day and beyond, repeat the dose 2 or 3 times or more. You can go over if you don't have the effect that you need to have. If the pain is not down, you can increase. And always follow your body if you tolerate it. So we are going to talk again about entourage effect concerning the baking of a cake. You need all the ingredients to make it good. So Kavu, Mr. Zen, respect this entourage effect, and this is why our products are of good quality. So let us introduce this discovering of nitric oxide by this scientist in 1998. And to know that with age, we lost the ability to produce nitric oxide, and the reduction is 50% at the age 40 and 80% at the year 60. So at that time, anytime nitric oxide can be replaced by atheroma plate, and this can lead to stroke and all complications we can see after. So the effect of nitric oxide are various: anti-inflammatory, anti-atherosclerotic, anti-thrombotic, probiotic, anti-aging, antioxidant, anti-oncogenic, anti-stress, anti-hypertensive, antimicrobial, anti-proliferative. So this nitric oxide associated with cannabinoids, give a very good result as far as certain patients are concerned. So Sokavu Nox Boost is a non-selective activator of nitric oxide synthesis, whose health effects have been described, but also contain other ingredients with various benefits. Those ingredients are various. You can see that there is citrulline maleate with arginine that are activator of nitric oxide synthesis. All other ingredients are going to facilitate the action of these 2 ingredients. So let's talk about increased weight and fat. You are going to see that we are going to talk about for all our attendants, caloric density of meals that we are eating, glycemic index, and PRAL index. So we are going to discover that we know that more if food is alkalizing, more it fight against obesity and diabetes. Healthy diet will combine food with low calorie density, low glycemic index, and a PRAL index less than 0. PRAL is potential renal acid load, and this is very important to fight. And there is document that we can put at the disposal of everybody who want to know the calorie density, glycemic index, and PRAL index of all the food that we have at home. So let's talk about skin affection and the benefits of using CBD for this skin. The skin has its own endocannabinoid system to which CBD bind. Is also effective in a wide range of skin problems. It can treat wrinkle, eczema, psoriasis, acne, pain, dry skin. So let us talk about the Supreme Facial Toner, the Daily Cleanser, the Deep Skin Cleanser. Against acne, make the skin clear and supple. The serum now, the facial clarifying serum, nourishing serum, eye control, anti-aging serum, ultimate facial serum, anti-aging with anti-wrinkle, moisturizing, anti-acne, anti-inflammatory, revitalizing, making your skin young and eye control better. So the Dr. Telga talk about rescue band. Let me repeat this. It's a very good education because we have a slide there, we see the action of this rescue balm on psoriasis. It's very important on sunburn also, skin rash, dry skin, and ameliorate the skin conditions also. Citroplast body cream is a very good cream for hydration, soften, rejuvenate skin, healing and repairing the skin. It's suitable to all type of skin. Now, the body polish of Sokavu, who is doing very well in Cameroon now, is exfoliating scrub, combined action of cannabinoid and to smooth the skin and give a radiant appearance. Delicious scent and orange and night up on the skin. So this is the picture of somebody who's between healthy food and Western food, and he looked like me. And this man needs Sokavu cream to fight against his weight. So this Sokavu put at the disposal of the public this Kavu cream that is very good. That can boost metabolism, rapid energy production, increase concentration, reduce appetite, very important, maintain blood consistency, in good association with hemp and pea protein, hemp and super grain. So thank you for your kind attention. I wish you, if you have any question, please, we can answer to your question.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Raymond. Thank you for the very good presentation. Every day we learn one or two things. So our team, Dr. Judith, and everyone, if you have any questions, you can ask Dr. Njume, or you can contribute or add something. Doesn't really matter. So Dr. Wanki, I think you had some question. I think Dr. Wanki is there. Just feel free to ask any question, because I know that in 10 minutes, Cameroon is playing the quarterfinals, and it's big, it's huge. It's a uniting force, so everybody's getting ready to go watch the match, but we have about 10 minutes. And Zain and Michelle, they had event at church. So it's our meeting. Dr. Wanki, are you there? Or maybe everything was. Dr. Judith, are you there? I don't think so.
Yes, I'm there.
Okay. Dr. Wanki, you had some questions? You can unmute your speaker and ask any question.
No, I don't have any question.
Okay. Thank you, Dr. Wanki, for coming. I see.
You're welcome.
So, Dr. Raymond, you can ask in French if anybody has question in French. If
Voilà,
not,
ok. Ok, est-ce que nos participants d'obédience francophone ont des questions sur la présentation d'aujourd'hui, ou bien sur tout ce qui concerne Sokavu? Donc, je pense qu'ils sont dans le match déjà. Tout le monde est dans le match.
yes, yes.
They are preparing to watch the match because it's very stressful, this match.
Okay.
I'm going to watch only the beginning. I cannot watch all the match. My heart can't stop.
I wish we could watch it in America. I don't know where to watch it. I would have loved to watch it, but I have the same problem. The team
you can watch it on the internet. I will send you a link. You can watch it on the internet.
Okay, me too. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So if we don't have any, we'll just be ready for next week. I think our meeting will stabilize next week. We pray that Cameroon wins always. We're clapping for them. So So I think we'll close the meeting, Dr. Raymond. I think we're done. So next week we'll go to our regular schedule. Today was just we had to do this. So thank you very much, Dr. Judith. I see you. So
Thank you.
Thank you.
Dr.
Thank you.
Tedgar,
Bye-bye.
everybody, thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Rosa.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, I was
Bye-bye.
getting a
Thank you.
little confused with the time.
Yes, thank
and,
you. Thank you so much. Thank
but it's
you,
okay.
everyone.
Next week.
Have a
Bye.
good night.
Bye-bye, doctor. Bye-bye all. Thank you.